position, our heads are like lined up. My head's even a little bit below his. Like I have pretty long arms, and it's like very hard for me to lock up a good, I even have my arms locked, but it's very loose. There's tons of space in there. So I'll show you in other positions, but it's the easiest to demonstrate from here. So I just want to pull him back like that. Always try to just put your chin right in line with your ear, and that's like a perfect position. When you shoot your arm in, don't reach for your shoulder. You see all this space here? It's very easy for his hand to come up. When you do this, think about trying to like just curl and reach around the back of his neck. That puts my elbow in like the perfect position under his chin. Here, my elbow's out to the side. When I do that, my elbow goes right under his chin. This is what you want. If your arm is here, you can definitely choke the person, but a lot of times you end up like crushing their windpipe. You want to make this like a clean blood choke. So from here, reach all the way, try to reach behind his neck. Almost try to touch your same side shoulder. So my left hand's gonna reach for my left shoulder. And then use your chin and cover your own wrist. Because a lot of times when you're locking this up, he starts to reach up and fight with his hands. And if this hand comes up, he grabs this hand and starts to pull it down. You want to be able to hide your hand long enough for you to bring your hand in behind. And make sure you open your hands up when you do it. Some of you guys are like locking like this with your hand underneath. Just push my elbow up. This one. You can easily like break out of that. You want to make a complete lock like this. It makes it not impossible, but almost impossible for the person to get out of this once it's locked up. Right? So make sure you pull the person down a little bit. Reach the arm in deep and reach for your same side shoulder. Cover it with your chin. This also helps me control use my head almost like an extra hand to control his head. This hand slides out. Put your hand on top and then open both hands up and reach for your back shoulder. Make sure your hands are touching each side. So my right hand's touching my left shoulder. My left hand's touching my right shoulder and tricep. And to finish, make sure you crunch, right? So don't pull like this. Crunch his chin to his chest, start to squeeze, and then a little twist. And it's the same thing no matter what position you're in. So now we'll put hooks in. If I end up on this side with my choking arm on top, it's the same idea. I want my chin right above his ear. I'm gonna reach my arm deep around his neck, press my head in. He'll usually, from this position, once I start doing this, his hands are gonna come up to try to fight my hands off. I use this to push and then lock. And when I go to finish, it's the same thing. I crunch, squeeze, and twist. So I want you guys now, we'll practice from directly behind the person, pull them into position, wrap around the neck,